A nationwide search will ramp up for a German backpacker who vanished in Western Australia's outback nearly 2 weeks ago. 26-year-old Carolina Wilga has been backpacking around Australia for the past 2 years.
Her van was found abandoned about 100 kilometres north of where she was last seen, with police worried about the dangerous terrain and her mother issuing a desperate plea for answers. Grace Burmis joins us from Birkin in WA's Wheatbelt now. Good morning to you. What do we know so far?
Well, Catherine, as you said, despite police having that breakthrough yesterday and finding her car, there are still a lot of unanswered questions about the disappearance of Carolina Wilga. What we do know, and what you mentioned just there, is that the 26-year-old German backpacker has been travelling Australia for the past 2 years. Up until now, she's been keeping regular contact with her family back in Germany, but they haven't heard from her in weeks. Now, police have retraced her steps. What we do know is that she was spotted in 2 Wheatbelt towns on June 28. They were the towns of Tujay and Karroun. That brings us to the next day, June 29, when she stopped here at the general store in Birkin for about 5 minutes. She has not been seen since, and her phone has not been used. Now, here in Birkin, it's about a 3.5-hour drive from Perth. It is very much within the vast Wheatbelt region. Now, as I mentioned earlier, police had a breakthrough yesterday when they found her van in the nature reserve of Karroun Hill. It appeared to have mechanical issues. When they found it, it was very much abandoned, and Ms Wilga was not at the scene. It is the same location that a 73-year-old prospector went missing in December. Similarly, they found his car, but he was never found. So it was a breakthrough, but it has certainly narrowed the search for today.
I cannot even imagine what her family are going through back in Germany. Just devastating. What do police plan to do next?
Well, police have been conducting a mammoth aerial search for Ms Wilga. The country here is so vast. It's flat, there's a lot of bushland, there's really not much as far as the eye can see, so they're really relying on that aerial capacity. They have deployed additional resources to the location where they found the van, but they are urging the community not to attend the search area because the terrain is difficult, it's unsafe, and it's very remote. Now, police are treating this as a missing persons case. They said in a press conference yesterday there's no indication of any third-party involvement, but they are keeping their mind open to any new lines of inquiry. Her mother, as you mentioned, took to social media with a desperate plea for anyone to help. She said, please keep your eyes open. Please be on the lookout for her daughter. So we'll just have to wait and see what the search looks like today.
Really hoping for some good news. Thank you, Grace.
A toddler remains in a serious condition and a man is fighting for life in hospital after 3 people were hit by a car in Melbourne's east. Stephanie Ferrier joins us now. Steph, just a horrible story, but police have released some new information about the crash. What can you tell us?
Yes, Emma, they have. They've given some more details about the woman who sadly died here yesterday afternoon, as well as about her partner and the little boy, who were all struck when that car careered out of control, mounting the curb and striking them from behind as they were simply walking along the footpath. Now, she was a 59-year-old woman from here in Wantirna South, which is about 25 kilometres east of Melbourne's CBD. A 60-year-old man is currently in Melbourne's Alfred Hospital in a critical condition, and we've just had an update from the Royal Children's Hospital where the 2-year-old boy currently is being treated. At one stage he was critical, now he's listed as being in a stable condition. Police say that the 91-year-old driver, she only suffered minor injuries. Police say that she was shaken, understandably, after this crash and was taken to hospital as a precaution, and they had hoped to interview her last night, but But as yet, we have received no updates from police, and they said that they were still waiting to interview her. Now, they don't yet know whether or not a medical condition caused her to lose control of her car and come down this hill behind me, which is when she probably picked up speed, crashing into the trio and also into a road sign before striking the fence behind me and crashing into a park bench. Now, I've actually walked down this path and there's a pair of reading glasses just up the road. So it's just a really poignant emblem of, you know, this trio that has simply been going about their business and this tragedy has struck. And police say that given that it is at the moment school holidays with so many people out and about, it's really fortunate that this wasn't even a larger tragedy. They are, of course, hoping that any witnesses will get in contact with them.
Steph Ferrier, thank you.
Hospital officials say at least 15 Palestinians, including 8 children, have been killed by an Israeli strike near a medical point in central Gaza. The hospital says Israel bombed people queuing for supplements and medicine. The Israeli military claims it was targeting Hamas in the area.
Thousands of people are combing through piles of debris in Texas, trying to find those still missing 6 days after flash floods. At least 120 people were killed, while more than 160 people are still unaccounted for. Authorities in the hard-hit Kerr County are facing questions about whether more could have been done to warn residents.
Police are investigating a suspicious fire at a childcare centre on Sydney's Upper North Shore. Firefighters were called to the blaze at the centre on the Pacific Highway at Turramurra about 4:30 this morning. No one was injured and there's been minor damage to the building.
A Collingwood member who made death threats to Carlton coach Michael Voss has been banned for 5 years from the MCG and all AFL events. The unnamed fan has also lost his membership. Collingwood says it won't tolerate any threats to officials, supporters or individuals involved in the game. Perth is poised to host a powerhouse game in European football in February. AC Milan and Como are hoping to play their Serie A clash in Western Australia because Milan's San Siro Stadium will be busy staging the opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics. Italy's Football Federation says its board has backed the historic trip down under.
And the original Birkin bag has fetched more than $15 million at auction. Ms exclusively commissioned the one-of-a-kind bag for British actress Jane Birkin back in 1984. The subsequent commercialised version went on to become one of the world's most exclusive luxury items and still is.